Istanbul Fire Brigade history. Istanbul City, in which great historical fires took place, consisted of all wooden buildings since the Byzantine period. That is what the records say. Many fires broke up in Istanbul, like those in the other cities of First and Medieval ages. The city became more and more important after the Ottoman Conquest. The population of Istanbul increased day by day. The city gradually developed, and streets and squares became smaller due to the new constructions. Therefore, fire hazard grew more in the city. All the houses in Istanbul were constructed of wood. The fires of Istanbul, reaching back 300,000 years ago, were unlike tragedies in the world. History gave the fires of Istanbul the name of dragon which surrounded the city. This dragon was not only 7-headed but also 27-headed dragon spreading fire. At some times this dragon destroyed the half of Istanbul city and left thousands of people in wreckage. The foundations were made of stones. Puddled clay was used in making walls. Houses were so closely terraced that no doubt they would burn down very quickly in case of fire. When a yell of fire broke the silence of the midnight, the sleepers threw themselves out of bed and left the houses behind, taking their goods, light in weight but heavy in value. Up to 1714, there was no fire brigade in Istanbul. On 12 March 1579, according to the ordinance of Sultan Murad III, everybody had to have a ladder reaching the roof of their houses and also a big barrel full of water, and in case of fire, each member of a family would extinguish the fire in collaboration until Janissaries, Ottoman soldiers, and the other people came to help. A Frenchman who became a Muslim changed his name, David, to David and got the adjective Jursek equals real in front of his new name, manufactured a water pump called Tulumba. In 1717, he became the chief of water pumping team consisting of water pumpers, which is Tulumbalar in Turkish. The water pumping brigade, which means Tulumbalar prevailed from 1714 to 1827. After the water pumping brigade was abolished in 1827, a paramilitary fire extinguishing department was established. It was then realized that this department was insufficient for fires in Istanbul. For this reason, each district was decided to have a water pump, and residing people would become a part of the district water pumping team. On 26 September 1874, a 4-brigade fire regiment was founded and fire platoons were formed by Hungarian Sishnyi Pasha. Each platoon was organized in a district such as Bilbali, Fener, Pangalt, Dolmabas, Ilds, Arnavutkoy, Sarayur, Nakuyusul and Koskunkuk. A naval fire brigade was established afterwards. In 1923, a municipal fire department was founded and 49-year military duty of firefighting passed to the municipality on 25 September 1923. In 1997, the Fire Service of Istanbul Municipality, which was a directorate of the municipality for 74 years, was made into a department, including 3 directorates. Now the Department of Istanbul Fire Brigade incorporates 4 directorates. The Ottoman firefighters with pumps. They fought the fires which burned down the length and breadth of Istanbul and ruined a great number of priceless works of art. They had specific traditions, customs, and literature. They were fearless and venturesome. They were, Tulumbalar, the speedy firefighters of history, faster than fire. This kind of firefighting, being a Tulumbuk fireman, was almost a sport branch in its glorious time. The people setting their hearts on this job could not renounce it easily, as if they had fallen in love with it. The Ottoman firefighters called Tulumbuklar, the members of the pump chest, who did their own daily works in the daytime, immediately left their works in case of sudden fire and wore their specific clothes and went out with their chests. Their clothes bore specific properties. Each chest had a specific uniform. These firefighters wore shirts called minton, half trousers, and shoes called kamerson. Signs were put on the shirts to show which district the firefighters belonged to. The firefighters received the news of fire by the watchmen in the fire towers built in the high places of the city. They ran to the fire scenes with their extinguishing tools and water pumps on their shoulders and the chiefs in front of them. Because the fighters went on the double to the fire scenes, they exchanged places so that they didn't get tired and their speed didn't decrease. The firefighters of each district competed for being more useful as a team and arriving at the scene earlier. They tried to extinguish the fire by means of the equipment of that time. The firefighters running to the fire scenes were classified into the categories like lantern carrier, piper, carrier user of a pipe, supporter, hoser, carrier user of a hose, according to the services they fulfilled. The firefighters carrying the water pump on their backs to fire scenes at the double were called servant. Lantern carriers went in front of others in teams, leading to fire scenes. Every 4 firefighters carried one pump chest. A team of 4 groups consisting of 4 men each contained 22 people, including chest crew whose titles and duties have been mentioned above. What is water pump? A force pump called cardacle, which was 120 kilograms and operated by pouring water, was made by a French engineer, David, who had come from France to Istanbul, become a Muslim and got the name of David. Thereafter, a pumper union was composed of 13-14 men as a result of the attention of Nevzimurli Ibrahim Pasha to it. This force pump, too difficult to use, was added a sucking mechanism by a chief of Boston. Thus this kind of pump, in the form of lift and force pump, enabled quick and efficient responses to fires. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel Istanbul Pedia. See you in another video.